live.
Welcome to Golf in the Cosmos, where physics meets the fairway and the universe takes a swing at your mind. What's up, boys? We are live here in Newport Beach, Studio 3. What's up, Andrew?
Yo, yo, yo. Super happy to be here with this beautiful backdrop. Beautiful day.
It really is. How's it going, K-Con?
Doing awesome. How you guys doing today? I mean, can't beat the weather out here today.
No.
Straight up. And we got Miller porting in. How you doing, Miller?
Yeah, live from Torrey Pines, San Diego. I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
Very nice. Well, this Golf in the Cosmos episode is brought to you by Turn Nutrition with the new Full Turn Performance Bar. Clean energy for the long game. Upgrade your snack game with Full Turn Performance Bars built for golfers and active lifestyles. Each bar delivers clean, steady fuel with real ingredients, balanced nutrition, and course-ready texture. No fillers, no crash, just better fuel from the first tee to the final hole. So we're stoked on these guys. We're getting these bars. They just got shipped to us. They have L-theanine, which is the non-caffeinated ingredient in green tea. It's supposed to help with focus under pressure. So I'm stoked on these Full Turn. Check out Turn Nutrition, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited to try these.
Yeah.
Looking for something like that. It says you just one bar kind of like takes you for the whole round.
Well, yeah.
Say how many calories?
I don't have that in front of me, but it's really designed to take the place
250 calories a bar, which is perfect for like every 9 holes. You could probably smash
20
one.
That's the idea. You take this you eat this bar at the turn. They really they're trying to take the place of the hot dog, just like
skip the hot dog.
Just like the worst thing that you could do.
Yeah. It does say it says on the number 3 on hole 14 final stretch, stay composed. L-theanine supports calm focus even when every shot matters.
Yeah, I mean it's steady energy, calm focus, easy on the stomach, and then built for the course so it can handle the heat. Because I've put a lot of bars in my bag and they kind of melt.
Yeah.
So they do. So these are supposed to, be made for the course. So they just launched. I'm stoked on Turn Nutrition, guys. So, but thanks for sponsoring the pod today. But that's the readout. Moving on, gentlemen. I got new irons. I'm feeling pretty good. How's your golf game going?
Yeah, welcome to Team
I haven't
Titleist,
played
by the way.
What's that, Miller?
Welcome to Team Titleist. It's nice to have you on board.
Yes.
I'm excited for Kevin
You
to have.
can't beat him, join him. That's what I say.
Yeah, they make
Right.
the best forged irons, in my opinion. And I've had Titleist for the last 10, 12, 14 years. And I've honestly played the same club for that 12 years. And you can't beat the forged feel. And I think when I played with Kevin last Friday, it was like he finally could feel the ball on the face. And it was such a big difference for him. And I could hear it, too. You could hear a solid shot. Like, there's just so many aspects of feel that come into play with that. What, T100?
Yeah, the T100.
Yeah, T100. And it just instantly improved his game. And I'm stoked to see him figure out that feel. And I think we have a tournament this weekend that you'll really be able to test it under pressure, see if you can stay relaxed and continue that. Good
And I'm hoping the Full Turn Performance Bars arrive.
I know.
So I can test those under pressure as well.
That'd be cool. Yeah, my game, I'd say when I played with Kevin last Friday, it was I tried this feel where I was swinging like Jake Knapp, right? Like super easy, where I'm not trying to hit very hard, but just letting the leverage and the swing do the work. And man, it was hard to hold on to that feeling though. It was like, so much of myself wanted to keep hitting it hard, and so I found that halfway through the round, I started swinging a little harder and the swing stopped working. But right at the beginning of the round, because we played early in the morning, it was just an easy swing and it went literally just as far as like trying. So it was eye-opening for me.
Yeah, you kind of lost it on like hole 6 of our 9.
Yep, exactly.
Is when I don't know if you started trying something different.
I just lost that soft feel because I warmed up. Because
Yeah.
my initial idea was, hey, I'm not warm, swing super easy, and it kept working. I'm like, how do I stay there? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm such a big fan of the solstice life. The sun comes up at like 5:40 right now. We're here at I guess just above the equator. This isn't Alaska, but we're getting a lot of sun early. And if you're not out there playing 9 holes at 5:30 a.m., if you're just sleeping, you're going to miss out on the 60-day window of the solstice life.
It's funny your new interpretation. We used to have a heavy like after work golf. Like we were able to beat the sun, finish 18 from like 3:30 to 8, and we're doing great. And it's like Kevin just met the early morning tee time, like where you can tee off at like 5:45 actually.
Yeah.
Earlier. Home before breakfast is served. Like
Correct. Yeah.
So I think I'm the only one up at that time, but now I see the light.
Yeah, you noticed it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're doing a commute, so you're noticing that. I mean, this is not, you don't get this. This isn't Alaska. Put it that way.
No. Look, I'll be there in a few months too. But look, by the way, speaking of, I'm actually going to be hopping on Torrey Pines tomorrow after work at 5 o'clock, hoping just to get like 13 in. So I'm excited.
That'll be dank. North or south?
Unfortunately, north, but I mean, it's still fortunate.
North is fine. North is fine
for south, but they only had singles. My buddy's a resident here, so have some newfound access.
So he gets to play for what, 27, and you get to play for how much?
140.
Not bad. 13 holes for there. That's not bad.
Yeah, and as long as you get to play hole number 5, I think that's the front 9 now. Maybe it flopped or it's swapped, but that par 3 downhill. That one's sick.
Is it 4?
Nice.
Yeah, I can't
remember. It would
remember,
be 5 or like 14 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, right. No, I just can't stress enough that if you're, during the solstice kind of months before and after, when is the solstice? June
21st.
21st. Thank you. Nice. I think you knew that.
It's actually the day after
me and Breeze Wood's favorite day.
Yeah, it's Breeze Wood's favorite day. I mean, honestly, if you're not taking advantage of that sunlight, I mean, you're going to lose it, and then you're going to forget it happened.
Well, something that's interesting about having lived in New York and Boston is that in the winter, everyone is depressed, essentially. But then once that sun starts staying out longer, the energy explodes. And it is just like infinite energy from everyone. And everyone's trying to have festivals or like things happening all summer. And having lived in upstate New York, it's like, it's crazy the difference. Where here it's much more level in SoCal because it's like, yes, it changes the amount of daylight, but the weather just gets warmer. It's slightly colder. It's not like we have seasons really.
Well, we get those 2 weeks randomly in like February or January that are just 80 degrees, no wind too.
Yeah, or Thanksgiving, right? Like a 80-degree turkey bowl,
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, we definitely get those, but you don't get the sun at 5 a.m.
Nobody does.
Going back to the solstice, no, of course not.
Like that's more what I'm getting at. Like I get it. We definitely get lucky with the weather. But I think about, I know we have a listener up in Oregon. I talked to him recently, but he's getting it even better. I mean, that sun must be coming out at 4:50.
And what time does it go down at?
Like 10? 10 or something. Like, I mean, it's very, maybe 10. Yeah. I mean, his solstice days must be just awesome.
No, but I mean, this time of the year, it just reminds us why we live in the best spot in the world. Other than the taxes, California, SoCal is the premier place to live in the United States. And, I think we have the best golf in the world. Is it one of the 5 Meccas, or in terms of U.S. golf?
Again, to my point, if it is really good weather, but if you're not taking advantage of that sun by golfing in the 9 holes in the morning, maybe 9 holes at 7 p.m., then you're not embracing, everything that it has to offer, in my opinion. I've just really started to notice how key that is, like how early the sun's coming up. I'm like, this is different, right? Whatever's happening right now, the solstice is real. And that's the cosmos, right? The cosmos is real. The sun is literally.
This reminds me of the times when I was visiting you in Florida. and I basically had to be back to work by 10 a.m. because California time. We'd be first tee off at like 6:35 or 6:50, I think was first tee off while the guys were still mowing the lawn, and we get 18 in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
back
was like
by
such
10.
a good way to start your day. It was like,
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't
So-
think of a better way to start your day than first off on the course, you know, getting 18 in, no one in front of you.
yeah, ripping through the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like just with another single. Like I did it in the desert a bunch, like 6 a.m. tee time, and in meetings in my desk by like 8:40, 8:30.
Exactly.
Like,
Awesome.
You can
Exactly.
rip. Like this is Mark Wahlberg style golf, you know, like 2 hours flat, or he does apparently 1 hour and 30 or 15 minutes at Bel Air, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
100%.
dream.
Yeah, no, 100%. So it's a good time, and you know, a lot of our other listeners who are might be on the East Coast and stuff. I've heard their weather's been like on and off. They had a lot of rain, and then it's like better. So they're just getting starting to start their season.
But it gets so hot there too. Like
Yeah.
this guy I know in New Jersey, he's like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
97. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It turns
The
from
armpit of America.
yeah. It's just
That's what my dad says. He's a Pennsylvania guy, but that's what they
That's-
I
call it.
see. So he's speaking from experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's a good time to golf for anyone in the nation right now.
Yeah, you know, I want to make another take here. I mean, like, if you live in Chicago, Illinois, and you don't have a golf sim, how are you even a golfer? You don't golf half the year. I think for our friends in the Northern Territories, a sim is the only way to complete your year-round golf addiction.
Yep.
I just want to call that out. I couldn't imagine living in a place where I couldn't golf from November to April. My buddy Nick is in Chicago. I call it something else. I won't say it on the show today because I told myself I wouldn't. But they're just saying they're getting out to golf, like just like this.
Yeah.
past-
That's what I'm
Like,
thinking.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
No, and that's true. That's what sims are for. Pretty much like for people who can't golf. Like it's
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's for the person who's working and has a family. Also at the same time, it's like for people who just can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll take it further, Miller. If you need a sim, you should go to golfinthecosmos.com, click
Thank
on
you.
budget sim, and there's all of the links to get a sim for under $1,500. We've
Yeah.
done all the research for you, so just go on there and click those links, and you'll be able to get a sim for, you know, not an
Yeah.
arm and a leg. Just
No, and I
half
mean,
an arm,
look,
you
like
know?
you don't even need that high of a garage. If your garage is 9 feet or your spare bedroom, or like our friend Will, who's a member at Shady, your master is big enough and you don't have a wife, your master bedroom, but you can build it right in your house for very cheap. I played Glen Eagles in Scotland over the weekend. I shot a 78. It was one of my best rounds. On
I
the
thought you
course.
actually went to Scotland.
Very
But,
Cosmos.
No, but I mean, like,
deal.
I think I couldn't imagine living without it at this point, and I find more and more like innovators like myself who are building sims in their master bedroom, their garage, their outdoor. You can do an outdoor one too. I mean, you can just get a net, iPad, bat, and you're fine. I mean, like,
Right.
you need the launch monitor, but yeah, it's easier than it's ever been, and it's affordable for the common golfer.
and I think over the next couple of years it'll just kind of get even cheaper, and it's kind of
And
scary.
better. And
Yeah.
cheaper
Yeah,
and better.
it's like the tech is going to become like it's crazy they're charging as much as they do. You know, there are launch monitors that go for $7,000,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and the Rapsodo is just such a good thing for sim because it works perfectly on a mat where you don't have a lot of moving around. Like it's not great on the course or things like that, like some of the other ones, but it's incredible for simulators and mat range practice.
Yeah.
It's like for like $600 or something. It's incredible. So like that tech of all the nice ones, like they're just cameras and software. Like that's all it is. So it's just going to continue to get better and better for everyone. But
Yeah,
right,
and look, like we're seeing on Kickstarter, and like even with this like AI, or guys are like potentially marketing them for like $200 to $300 in the next year if those ones come to life. So,
right.
Andrew, I think to your point, like we'll be at a point soon where this is just buying an Xbox and playing Call of Duty. It's just you have
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
we're basically there. Yeah, I mean,
Look, we're not there yet because I don't join a lobby and people drop heinous,
Yeah.
words and
We're,
yelling.
we're like 1 year away from.
We're a year
that.
away. Yeah, but I
When you
think
buy
that's
the device is free, and they're basically like mining your data.
yeah.
No, but
You know,
it'd actually be really cool. You join a lobby, you enter a tournament, like pay $10, and there's 50 people, winner
Yeah.
take all, and it has like its own restrictions. You can't take mulligans. You can't.
Yeah.
You got to play it as it goes. You got to. Not sure what they do with the putting, but at the same time, it's like,
Well,
it'd
yeah.
be really cool to join that. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that's the idea. That's what I think me and you were talking about that it's like they're going to get so cheap, and then they'll have a subscription.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
It's
it's
like give it away
becoming.
for free and then charge a subscription.
Yeah, it's very quickly becoming a SaaS model
Yeah.
where they give you the launch monitor for free, and then you pay $500 a year for the next 10 years, and they're like, sweet, we're good.
Yeah, but then what if they need to evolve and turn into a token model? No, I'm just kidding. It's
Gosh,
the SaaS
token model.
apocalypse and selling tokens and no, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
But, I can see that. I mean,
microtransactions.
Rapsodo is you
What,
pay
the metaverse?
$200 a year, so kind of is that once you buy the hardware.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's not. It's becoming. I think me and Andrew's thought was it's becoming that it's like have a sim. If you can just get people to spend time on it, then sell them a subscription, but like give them the cameras.
Yeah.
You
Give them
know,
the sensors for nearly free, because at the end of the day, those probably aren't that expensive once you design it and you give it a few years of development.
and that's what these phones have become with cellular
Yeah.
promotions.
Mhm.
AT&T will be like free iPhone, but it's like, well, you're gonna have a contract with AT&T. You're gonna owe AT&T money, like. So it's like Rapsodo. It's
Yeah.
like give me the hardware,
Yep.
and then it's a less barriers of entry.
Yep. Lower
Yeah, I like
entry
it.
fee.
I see it coming that way. The price is going down. We'll see the new ones come out at $300 to $400,
Yeah.
$200 next year.
But
and
again,
it's
so-
worth it down. Yeah.
Yeah, so to tie a bow on that, I mean, check out our website, golfinthecosmos.com. We have the budget sim. We did the research for you all out there. We gave you everything you need to set up. Even a Miller setup is movable. It's a gym, and then you can slide over on a sliding rack, which is actually the #1 bought item from our site is the sliding rack.
The
Wow.
$30 foldable plastic one that you heat up in your
But it meets the
Yeah.
need, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
And by the way, that thing's held up. I thought it was a piece of shit. It's held up. Like a few of them popped off, and I've glued them back on. But no, it is strong. I haven't even adjusted it in 2 or 3 months now. Like I'm loving it. Yeah,
Yeah, really.
I need one of you guys to man up, get the Rapsodo, get a net in your side yard, or because Kevin, you have a side yard at your property.
Soon enough, brother.
Kevin, we could be playing Friday nights at 5:00 with Rick, and I talk to the starter all the time. We can get on, maybe we play.
Yeah, you talk to the starter.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I was actually. I haven't been to Harbor Town in a few weeks. I could see myself there. I mean, there's a lot of great courses out there. Looking for other guys to join tee times. Okay.
Got it.
No, honestly,
Kevin, there's enough room on your balcony, by the way. So
I know. I was
we're
just, I'm
just
literally
looking at
just
that
looking
right now,
at it.
actually, yeah.
It was definitely
I was
right.
just
Kevin,
like, okay, we'll just gotta
It's just the noise.
expand the net a little further
Yeah.
out right, so I don't spread like.
right, K-Con's
Oh,
balcony
absolutely.
actually has some.
Well, look,
some
I mean,
room
you're
here.
going to be out in the Midwest in due time. So once
Yeah,
you're
there's a
out there,
basement.
you'll.
There's a basement. Trust me, I'm planning on that. So
So I mean,
Oh,
look, I mean, the golf sim of today is starting to become the metaverse, of yesterday.
Yeah.
This is what Mark Zuckerberg envisioned. You meet up with your friends. You're in this world. You're at Glen Eagles.
it would be sick if we played the sim with a pair of glasses that actually got
the
the full
VR?
course around.
Well, that coming next.
True, the VR.
I don't know, man. It's
I don't know.
too heavy. It's too heavy. It's better
I
to have
agree,
the
Miller.
projector
I agree.
be immersed. I don't know. I used to have. Remember, I had the Oculus with the Golf Plus thing, and I had some of the nice courses on there. Unfortunately, the swing in there is slightly different than in real life. But I mean, that wasn't paired the same way, but it ended up being worse for my game. So I dropped
If you don't
it,
have a
but
real
yeah.
club and a real ball, it's not very
I
helpful.
want to
I
say,
agree.
I think I saw on Bryson DeChambeau's channel, he had a paid sponsor. He was wearing some sort of headgear with his for putting, but they have that. There's things that exist out there that tries to make you think. But man, how if there's even an ounce of latency, you could miss that putt. Like I don't understand how that. I think that's really a scam.
It needs to be developed so much
I think
further.
generally putting on the Sims isn't even there yet. I mean, I don't. I like to think I'm pretty good at putting, but I don't.
You'd have to.
No point.
Right.
The green, an actual green. They
able to fluctuate. So it's like you're at Harbor Town. It's like, okay, your putt is for 5 feet and it's breaking right to left.
Getting nothing.
No, to your point though, to pick it up, they showed that at the Golf Expo this year. The Golf Expo showed after you hit a shot in the sim, a curtain came up at the sim and you walked out to a putting green where essentially the green would fluctuate like you see within TGL.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what needs to happen.
It's $20,000-$50,000.
Oh yeah, of course. But eventually at the end of the day, if we all had that at our house, like you could be at Harbor Town and putting off of a specific green for your putt, and the thing just moves and it just plays.
I mean, look, for an inspiration for millennials and Gen Z buying homes, like you need a sim. Like get over it, get a mortgage, okay? But join the rest of us. No, I'm just kidding. But we don't need to be a dead horse. We can keep them moving. Kevin, do you want to give a plug to our sponsor?
Well, yeah, this episode is brought to you by Turn Nutrition with the new Full Turn Performance Bar. This is the alternative to the hot dog. All right. These bars are designed to give you that focus under pressure through the L-theanine, which is the non-caffeinated ingredient in green tea. So, again, we want to thank our sponsor, Turn Nutrition. So shout out to them. Check them out. They just launched. They have some, I think they're going places. So we're stoked on them.
So too.
But speaking of putting, on a sim, I played a really nice simulator in Canada once where there's this is not a budget sim. There's space in front of you about maybe 15, 20 feet. And then you putt the ball. When it hits the screen, the putt continues in the sim. So you're putting in the real world, and all of a sudden the ball goes in the simulated world. And it felt really accurate. Like if I hit it too hard, it would go past the hole. So it's coming. They're figuring it out.
I played one before, and I just didn't really understand. It's like, are we just hitting straight putts? Are we using the brake here?
Well, you can kind of see it. If it's braking, and you aim to right, if it's braking left, and then once it hits the screen, it goes kind of starts braking.
Well, what about those places that they have? You're in a simulator. Everyone tees, they play their second shots, then they go on their third shot. It's like, how close are you from the green? And they put a dot down like TGL, and then your sim screen rolls up, and you go out to the giant putting green.
Right.
Have you seen those before?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that like TGL more.
Yeah, but no, they actually have them for the public.
I've never seen that.
No, it's like you're at a bay, and then once you're done at the green, your actual screen, your screen raises. No, but your screen raises, and you walk through the screen.
And there's a red dot.
Oh, that's the Expo one that they showed at Golf Expo. I know.
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still don't. Yeah, I'd rather just have it at my house and forget the putting process.
I'm going to change gears. I'm going to change gears here. So I found some interesting, an interesting take from the Golfing Gazette. I don't even know if they're that big of a publication, but I really kind of like this article. So 5 golf rules that need to change immediately. This was this author's take. So I'm curious your thoughts.
Give us a rundown. Start us off. Let's go rapid.
Yeah, let's start with number 1.
So the fairway divot.
This one's a big complication.
Fairway divot, and these are kind of across the board. I think we're gonna have different opinions on all these. The fairway divot, it's when you hit a perfect drive and it ends up in a divot. I struggle because I struggle with what is a divot necessarily. Like maybe
some people that will exaggerate that.
Right.
You open up a loophole, like that loophole will be taken to the.
So I stand by play the ball as it lies personally.
Yeah. So I say life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Life's unfair, so you get divots. But
Yeah.
I'll say this: it's the most annoying when you're paying $400 for a course. Like it's fine on like the $100, $200 rounds, but if I go to Pebble Beach in 3 weeks and I get a divot fairway that throws a 5 to a 7, you're gonna hear about it. You know, so it's like
Yeah, of course. And
it's just kind of
none,
it's annoying on the higher end courses. I think on like the munis and where we expect unpredictable lies within the fairway, it's kind of norm, but on a high end world class course, it pisses you off, no question.
I still think regardless, it just is like the most annoying thing in the world, but there's no workaround. And I've discussed this with someone else before, that it opens up a very big giant Pandora's box as to what is the divot, you know? And it's like,
Right.
you could claim anything. It's like, I can't, it's like Dustin Johnson on that one US Open, you know, remember where he like grounded his
where
club
he
in the
touched the
small bunker, which was
Oh,
Yeah, I
basically
remember
like
that.
a dirt patch,
that
you
was
know, like,
considered a bunker at that
Yeah,
course.
but
That was
like,
dirt though. That was
what
dirt.
if we just
I
claim
mean,
that's a divot? It's like, oh, some guy chunked the ball really hard with his shovel.
Right.
Mhm.
Decided to play with a
Yeah.
shovel. You know, like there are that's a very extreme measure.
What's
but
funny is I don't think I've played a lot of golf in the last like 3-4 years. I honestly can't remember the last time I landed in a divot. I feel like maybe it's happened to you.
Yeah, it happens
It's
to me
definitely-
twice a year, but it's
Like literally hasn't happened to me.
It's
Maybe I
just-
don't hit enough fairways.
it's just more rare than people make it out to be. It's just because it's
Yeah.
rare when it happens, you're like, well, because it's so rare, I should be able to get a free drop out of this, because you're like, well, I'm in the fairway, I should have a fairway lie. So like it makes sense because it's so rare, but it's also hard to define, as Kaycon said. So because it's so hard to define, you'd have to have a conversation every time it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is really obvious though. There's like a
yeah, yeah.
square pitching wedge divot.
Yeah.
in it.
But I think it's kind of a fun challenge. You need to learn how to hit out of it.
I feel like I've hit out of it and then I forgot about it.
You move on.
No,
They
you're
have-
still upset, but I mean, my shot's kind of more of one of those shots that actually digs into the ground anyway. So it's like,
right.
I can dig out of a
I
divot.
know exactly how to dig out of those divots, kind of coming
It's
at a
just
steep
not
angle,
that
and
hard to get out
it
of
is.
it.
It's frustrating because you hit a great shot, but yeah, it's not
Yeah.
impossible. But I think that opens up too many.
It's called fill your divots with sand, and the ball doesn't really fall in to
It
that
will
sand.
roll
yeah,
over,
It'll roll over.
that's the
Yeah.
truth. If it's
So-
well maintained by the players ahead,
It's your
It's not a big
fault
deal.
that you landed. It's a karma thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
about that.
Well,
Yeah, it
sounds
is.
like we are all kind of agreed on that. All right, next one. So golf rules that need to be changed immediately, according to the Golfing Gazette. Number 2, stroke and distance for out of bounds.
This one I disagree with, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Totally.
well, yeah, you go first. Let's trade off.
I think out of bounds. So basically, the course owns a certain amount of property, and that property is lined by homes and other establishments. And if you go out of bounds, they don't want you going out of. I mean, it said you showed me the article, and it said in the article, they're like, you want to stop people from doing it. It's like, dude, you can't stop anyone from hitting out of bounds.
Yeah,
It's very hard. But
I
I
don't
just
know,
think
man.
it is a rule that's it's not a part of the course. So the course is like, hey, you went off our course property.
Right.
There's like, we have no jurisdiction outside there. Like, you are gone. It's like, oh, if you went right into a hazard, it's like, well, actually, we kind of pretty much own that land. So it's like,
Right.
we don't want you going out there, you know, or
Well,
it's just a hazard.
I'll jump in on that because I'm with KCON on this. I mean, this article argues for drop, like it's saying like, oh, drop where it went out, but it's like what out of bounds is often is there is no determination of like there's no entrance point because it's not
I mean,
their
if
property.
you,
But there is a
but if you-
line.
But if you played it
Yeah,
like a
but-
hazard, there's a line of where it went
But
out.
sometimes it's like a bunch of trees, then out of bounds. So it's like, okay, so you're gonna make them. I don't know. I just feel
But
like
the same
playing-
problem happens with the hazards. So it's not like it's abnormal to take entry point and then drop from there. I just think the problem with this is that it's not a hazard and it's out of bounds. So therefore it should be treated differently than
Right,
a
it
hazard.
changes strategy.
Like it totally makes certain areas more dangerous, and so you have to play smarter. Now, when a
Yeah,
course
and-
has OB on both sides the whole way,
Yeah.
When it
that's
has houses.
yeah, like you're playing
I
a
feel like
desert
there's a lot of
course.
those.
Desert course.
Desert
yeah.
course with houses everywhere. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you can have a local rule
Remember me on
where you just take
All desert.
entry point and drop. But if it's just
Yeah.
here and there, then it's like, okay, no, like That's the whole
I don't
point
know.
of
I'll take
OB.
the other side of the coin on this one. I think for pace of play,
Yeah.
But
I get your
provisionals
guys' point on the
exist.
property lines. I don't think the players understand property lines. I see people walking like 20, 30 yards in the woods and hitting balls out of when they're over the property lines. But I don't know. For pace of play and fun of the game, I think just drop where you went out. Otherwise, by the way, it's if you do that out of bounds drop based on the new rules, it's drop and shot 4, right?
It's got to
let's
be a
just say-
local. It's
That's
got
a
to be a
local
local
rule.
rule.
That's not a.
That's not
Let,
real.
let me
That's
be
what I use it,
clear
yeah.
here. That is
Yeah.
not a U.S.
Oh,
that
that's
has
not
to
a
be established.
USGA?
No, they
No,
allowed it to be a local rule.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh.
adopt it, but you'll never see the PGA Tour doing a drop 4th shot.
But Miller,
Okay.
I'm kind of
No, no,
like
I wasn't
I'm with
sure.
you on the pace of play. I do think it stalls, but I do think like, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to make the game easier one step of the way, that everyone can have like a handicap of like 7 to 12, like kind
Right.
of thing?
And again, we're talking about should
Like,
OB
we all do it.
should OB
You just have to sacrifice it and just play by the rules. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to reiterate what we're talking about. OB, should it be treated like a red,
A hazard.
hazard?
No,
I'm
I
okay with
agree.
I'm okay with the drop +1. I'm really okay with that for pace of play purposes.
If you
I've
didn't
seen-
take a provisional or both when out of bounds, then then for sure.
God, I mean, that's so many ifs.
There's
But I mean, it is. But
Yeah.
No,
it's
I just
I
think-
wouldn't even hit a provisional. You just be like,
You want to know how
went out
I've
of
seen
bounds,
that?
I'm
You
gonna
want
take drop
Go
+1.
ahead.
to know how I've seen that local
So you're hitting
rule?
4.
where do you get
out
a
of it.
drop from entry point?
Yeah, and then you're hitting 4.
you're
off the-
screwed.
you're
No,
off the tee.
I've seen that local rule written that you get to drop in the fairway.
Yeah, that's how it would be.
I've
What?
seen that too. I've seen
Why?
that too.
That's how the local rule's
That would
written.
make sense.
It's like if you
Oh,
go OB,
well, then I don't agree
you
with
get to be
that.
on shot 4 and drop in the fairway because these places sometimes they don't have an area to drop.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
OB.
yeah.
That's
It's
the
like
only
a,
wide
but we're
OB.
talking more of like a lateral hazard. So it's like take
Well,
your
that's a lateral
line,
hazard.
but take your line
No,
of where you went
Hammond's
out and then
right,
walk
though.
it back
No,
to your nearest
I've-
point of relief.
Yeah.
It sometimes doesn't exist in OB though.
Dude, I've
It's
played
like
with other
how-
people,
Yeah, I
Kevin,
know,
and they've
but,
done
like,
the same
the aim-
thing. Middle
unless you wanna-
fairway.
Yeah, well that's how it's written actually. That local rule is
Yeah, but-
fairway 4th because you're already getting smoked. But that implies that you're hitting your 3rd perfectly.
Which
Oh,
tends
yeah.
to happen, but also might not
Tends to
happen.
not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't. I mean, look. I mean, this is a contentious one because
That
Yeah.
one I feel like is
This
very
I'll give you another
contentious.
contentious.
contentious one. Let me just go off the cuff here. Like our wolf game is stupid. Like if you're because the final few holes, it's not the 3 versus the 2. Okay, it's the 2 guys. The person who picks in 1 versus the 3. Okay, everyone else plays that way. We're the only ones that do the 3 versus the 2 with 5. I just want to call that out. It's dumb. I played with other people.
No,
who
we
play
do
it the other-
Aloha. It's
Okay,
a different.
listen, man, we're talking
Yeah,
about
it's a
I'm
different game.
just calling it out. Okay, I'm airing out my dirty
not-
laundry
we're not
now.
talking-
we're gonna have to
Wait,
talk
where'd that
about
come
wolf
from?
in like
Yeah.
a different podcast.
Yeah, where'd
Okay,
that come
fine,
from?
fine. Keep it going. Keep
Fine,
it going.
fine, if you- Okay, this one's really interesting. Okay, so again, this is from the Golfing Gazette. 5 rules that should be changed immediately. Grandstand relief, and this one's great because we're all watching. You know, we don't get grandstand relief because we don't play in grandstands. So you'll see pros start to strategize around aiming at a grandstand because they know they're going to they actually get to get a perfect lie because the grandstand can't be in the way. So they're getting to drop, and you know how you can drop to make sure that you place often. So they're basically placing on a perfect angle so they can go 3-wood, go into the grandstands, and know that they'll be if they just land in the grandstands, which tends to catch balls, then they're just fine. So
Yeah, I think this
thoughts?
needs to be changed. No, this is a joke. Didn't we see some like black magic like a month ago where I don't know if it was
happens every
Steve
week.
or someone, even it was Bob Mack on 18. Remember when he lost it? He went behind the grandstand and got to walk like 40 yards to a clear shot to then have potentially an up and down to tie the tournament on the 4th day.
But it's the same
Yeah,
thing
no,
as a
I-
sprinkler
that's
ball.
out of bounds.
Didn't-
I mean, that's
Didn't that
out of
happen?
bounds.
Yeah, I
Didn't
mean, it's
that happen with Spieth in the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay when Matt
happens all
Matt
the time.
Kuchar ended up playing through because Spieth was trying to figure out his line of sight.
Wow.
This happens all
But
the
I mean,
time.
I think we're talking more of direct. Like there's a grandstand right behind the hole. You hit into the grandstand.
as if
you
it's a
get-
backing.
It is a backing. It's basically a wall. Like you can hit into it and come back off of it.
That's
You don't
fine
have
to
a
hit
swing.
into
You can
it,
move it
yeah.
around the whole hole until you have a swing. You know.
Yeah.
I
no
don't know.
closer
That
to the
one's a
hole.
little bit more particular to the PGA Tour.
Yeah, but do you
Um,
agree with that? How they get relief every time?
I mean, if it is technically, it's not
It's
really
not
supposed
a
to be there on the
hazard.
golf course.
It's
It
an
is
immovable
immovable.
obstruction.
It's an immovable, yeah. So it's like, what else do you call it?
What else can you do?
So like if he flew
I
his ball
know.
over the green
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
was
what
supposed
else?
to
It's
go
not a
like 20
hazard.
yards past, but it hit the freaking grandstand,
Yeah.
I
what are you
just
supposed to do?
You should. I mean, I guess the argument would be you get a great drop, but it's a 1-stroke penalty because it's like you shouldn't have hit the grandstand. You
They're
know,
Well,
too
then make
close.
make it a hazard then. Like you have to.
Yeah.
But I don't think
that's where
that.
people sit. You know.
Nah.
No, but again, it's part of the golf course, and then it's just an
yeah.
immovable.
All right. Well, I mean,
so
again,
we're more controversy. on
that
this
one's
one.
interesting because it doesn't really apply to the everyday golfer.
Except when you get invited by the Connors family to Newport before the Hogue Classic. That's the only
Yeah,
time.
but I don't feel like the. Oh, did you hear that Hogue is now a Players Championship for the
Yeah, I
seniors?
saw
it was
that.
a
That's
major
sick.
championship.
awesome.
We gotta
at
go.
Newport
We
Beach
gotta
Country
go.
Club. Love it.
See
Love it.
Angel Cabrera, you know?
Yeah,
I posted that today.
Freddie Couples.
Yeah, that I love it that they
Pink
elevated
couples.
the Hogue Classic has been elevated to the 5th major of the senior tour. Me and Andrew had a great thought today. We were thinking they're setting it up for Tiger.
Oh, dude, that's exactly what I thought. I was
Yeah,
like,
baby.
Tiger's coming in, and Hogue goes, "We're buying this puppy, like, or we're
Yes, yeah.
getting something here."
You want to know? Guess what other players have hurt backs? The Champions Tour. Welcome, Tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome with open arms, and we have the 5th major for you at Newport Beach.
Hey, did you see he didn't sign up for the British? You know,
Yeah.
I think he's toasted this year. Yeah,
I thought he was healed from his Switzerland trip.
I don't think you heal that fast. As far as I don't think he can show his face yet.
No, he went back to Switzerland, right?
Yeah, he came back for his wife's cancer treatment,
Or
or
his
sorry,
girlfriend.
his girlfriend. Yeah, I get all these wife divorce things way wrong.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
you've had a bit of a rough track record. for the
Yeah,
last few
yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, hopefully I can figure my own life out. But no, I mean, I don't think he was ever going to play after what happened. I don't think he's playing on
Yeah.
the PGA this year.
But this year, though, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, he should be able to play in the tournaments he has standing to continue. I think the British would have been a fine return. I mean,
Hey,
we
you're
want
already
to
in
see him.
Switzerland.
We
think
want
it's
to see
just-
him.
Why not fly over?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he
Yeah.
should have just joined the British and just been like, "I'll withdraw," and then an alternate can get in, kind of thing. It's like, it's not that big of a deal for him to do that. I think sometimes there's a publicity
I
kind
think
of
it was
aspect
important
to
for
it.
the PGA to keep him out. They need time. Time heals all wounds, right?
That's
So
true.
they need
It's
time.
yeah, it's hard to say where that the PR came from.
Everyone needs time on that one. But again, just the shot. I mean, it's starting to look like the Champions Tour is gearing up for guess who?
Phil and Tiger.
Tiger.
Eldrick Woods.
Phil's already won on there, but
That's
He has?
true.
Yeah.
Did he? How many
Post
events
live?
has he even?
he played
on?
2 on the senior champ, won them both, and then went back, and I think he ended up winning the PGA Championship.
Oh, 'cause
that
then he
same
went
year.
back
Oh, that's right. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
No,
At
he won
Kiowa,
the
right?
Yeah,
Then he went to
Yeah.
live. Because I
Yeah.
don't think
He
you can
beat
play
Bryson.
champions
there you can.
while you're on
Yeah, you
live.
can.
No, not on live. No,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
mean, so-
on the
So
PGA.
he
yeah.
did Champions Tour, signed with Live, and now they're both kind
opposite.
of waiting.
He was eligible to play in the Champions Tour. He went and played. He won like the first 2 events he played in by like 10 strokes each.
Right.
Went back and played the PGA Tour. Kind of got smoked, but then I think he won the Kiowa that year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
dude,
then
by the
signed
way,
with Liv.
PGA.
But
the
then
P-
signed with Liv is my
No,
point.
dude, he
Yeah, I
won
think about a
4.
year and a half
He
later.
won
Right.
4 senior tour events.
He won 4?
Yeah, he won the season-ending cup. He won his first event on it. I
What
mean,
were the margins of victory though, too?
I'm trying to get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had a pretty
Wow.
good success. It's disappointing that he cut ties so hard with the PGA. Otherwise, you'd probably see him in Newport as well.
Well, you
Yeah,
never
well,
know.
you never know,
what's
yeah.
happening
I mean,
with
I
Liv
want him
and-
now, but he's
Yeah.
kind of had a scorched earth policy with PGA, unfortunately. So I think they'll hold
We'll
him
see.
to
I
it.
mean, he's had a scorched earth policy with a lot of
We'll see.
aspects.
Yeah, with
of life.
gambling. You know,
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Insider trading.
but what's funny is
Hey, we don't know about that.
No,
Just
I
look-
know, but he got out of that one. So.
when you
Did
really
he get
think
out?
when you
believe so.
think back to to that perspective of Phil almost showed us, the playbook of like what's going to happen with, what could happen with Tiger. And we could see a weekend where Champions Tour gets higher ratings than, I don't know, the Charles Schwab Challenge.
The amount sorry, go ahead.
When
No,
Clark
no.
dropped out because he won last week, it's like, all right, who am I going to watch now?
The amount of times we've gone to the Hogue Classic, the senior tournament at Newport Beach Country Club, I'm like, I constantly think about if Tiger plays in one event, like the access that like we've had for the past like 10 years, watching like VJ, Freddie, Ernie Els, like John Daly, all these like awesome golfers to see. That's gonna be gone, dude. It's just gonna be a freaking frenzy.
That's what it always has. The last time I saw Tiger, 2022 in Maryland, at TPC Potomac at the Wells Fargo, Molinari was leading. So he's behind Tiger on holes wise, and there's the massive gallery following Tiger. And Molinari, who's winning the tournament, has no one watching. And that was the year that he won the That was his top year.
Yeah,
He never won the Masters.
No, he almost won the match.
I'm sorry. He
Goes in the water on number 12.
Yeah, his failure on 13 led to
Did
Tiger
Molinari win a
winning.
major at all? Ever?
Did he win the? Did he win the Open?
Yeah, he won the Open
The year before that.
The year before, yeah.
He was
But
already
he was in
hot.
he was in contention for like a lot, and then just kind of.
Someone needs to look up if Molinari.
He won the Claret Jug. He won
Okay,
the British.
Yeah, he won the Open. Yeah.
Okay, that's
And
what I
by
was
the way,
confusing with.
And
Yeah.
Phil won those events by 4, 3, 2, and 1 strokes, Kevin. Just got
Okay,
to
so it
beat
wasn't as big, but I thought like from what I had heard, it sounded like it was like a lot.
This
bigger
was his run.
landslides.
Won the Claret Jug in 2018, tied for second PGA Championship.
Yeah, he was hot.
Masters, tied for fifth. That was the
Yeah,
2019. That was Tiger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
U.S. Open tied for 13th, 2021. That's basically, it was over by then. But yeah, it was those years. It was that 2019 year actually. I was misdating that when I watched him beat Tiger at TPC Potomac. It was around that time. But again, the crowds, massive crowds following Tiger. This will never end, until he stops playing golf.
Mhm.
But I'm telling you, I'm calling it now. If Tiger plays on the Champions Tour, it will have higher ratings than a small PGA.
It might,
definitely.
Mature event.
That's literally what Champions Tour is banking on. They're like, Tiger will come,
Yeah, that's
and when he comes, if you build it, he will come.
Yes.
Like,
Let me
yeah.
ask you this: do you think we've never even asked? Has he been asked? Does he want to even play on it?
Yeah,
Like-
he said. Yeah, he's been quoted as saying,
Okay,
they're like,
no, that's positive.
because
I
he
wanna
gets to
hear
ride
that.
a cart. The cart thing's huge.
That's very massive.
He would
for
never
him.
do it on the PGA because it's not fair. You technically can.
That John
ride
Daly
it.
had.
No, you
Yeah, you can.
technically can, but he doesn't believe in that.
The British Open's the only one that doesn't allow you to do it 100%.
That's right.
I know for a
Arn-
fact 100%.
RNA doesn't. Yeah. But the PGA technically would allow you with a medical exemption. He thinks that's unfair. But on the Champions Tour, he's
like
like,
that.
oh, well, it's allowed. Everyone else does. So
Yeah.
like, I could do it there. So it was interesting, too. When you went to the Hogue Classic,
Yeah.
you saw kind of how it works. Right?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Like you see these guys driving carts down the fairway, but then as they get around the green, the carts like disappear, and it's like
Where the caddy takes them usually.
or I
right?
have no idea. It's like a volunteer.
driver.
No, the caddy usually takes them.
No,
and then
because the
they-
caddy has to walk the whole time. So the caddy's carrying the bag down the fairway while VJ's driving down the fairway to his ball, gets there, hits a shot, and then like drives near the green, but then he's walking to the green and the cart like moves magically to the next spot. Like
Somebody, they have like little drivers.
and
that
especially
move.
like around hole 18 was where it was obvious because you would see them walk up to the green and the carts were gone.
I'm gonna jump in here. I believe it's either the player or the caddy. Because I've watched it a bunch as well. I mean, I was even sitting at like I think it was hole 18. I was like, whoa, how are they walking out? Like, why is the golfer walking out of there and this caddy is like way over there still?
Yeah.
But his because the golfer took the golf cart
I just-
to the side.
It makes sense. They could hand him the putter and then take the
Yeah,
cart.
but what do
so
they
to-
throw the bag in the cart? I just think
Yeah,
Sometimes they do. Yeah, sometimes they do.
Fair.
And,
Put it next to him.
or
Yeah.
the caddy walks up with the bag still, or it's. I think they just flip flop 100%.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes the caddy takes it, and the player just walks up to the greens.
Yeah.
It's real
Well,
close.
now
and-
I'm really interested to watch next time, like when we're in person at a Champions Tour event. do they have people that are cart movers?
I didn't
I
I
didn't
don't know.
see
Yeah.
It just seemed
Might.
magical because the cart would disappear.
But they even could like work like we do. It's like, okay, well, my cart, me and Andrew have to walk, and we both have to walk this way. It's like the other caddy hops in and just takes our cart as
Yeah.
well.
Could be a team effort.
Yeah, it's like a group of 4 kind of effort.
Right. Well, what's funny is, and I'm watching on TV this year. I didn't go, and I don't see a cart anywhere on TV.
No.
You wouldn't even know they had carts on TV. They literally cut it out of the shot.
Yep.
So it is, so Tiger has, Miller, to answer your question, he has definitely said that piques his interest because of his knees, and his body. So
yeah, I'm reading up on it. I confirmed the golf cart thing's attractive to him. He joked about playing 25 events on both tours a year. I mean, I think we'll see him soon. I hope his recovery goes well.
This was all pre-arrest, but yeah.
But there's a reason
That's
Hogue
true.
invested heavily into buying the players.
It's
Whatever happens,
you
you're
mean that
sponsoring the players,
sponsorship.
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Someone
saying-
else runs the event, right? Yeah.
Whatever is happening in the background, it seems like they're gearing up
Yep.
for T Woods. All right, I'll go to the fifth one. So the fifth one, according to the Golfing Gazette, 5 rules that should be changed immediately. Number 5, long putters.
Wow.
Thoughts?
I
mean,
don't think
Oh,
it
go.
matters. I don't think it matters. I think as long as they're not anchoring, it's fine. I think the long putters are helpful for people who have back problems, and I think it's beneficial to help people play golf. So I don't see any negative to long putters. So far, I don't agree with any of these rule changes.
Well, you probably like the current set.
Yeah, the current set of rules is pretty stock and pretty
A lot of
nice.
them changed in 2019. A
I
little
would
bit,
say,
though.
yeah, that was necessary. Those changes,
Yeah.
like being able to putt with the flag in the hole, like that does save time.
Well, what's interesting, I think a driver has a length,
A max length, yeah.
max
It
length,
does, yeah.
and so then a putter doesn't. So it's kind of interesting that that dichotomy.
Yep.
The only problem is that we sometimes just see people who have the long putters, and it just is so unclear as to whether or not they are anchoring.
Yeah.
And it's like,
True.
I'm with Andrew. I think you should be able to use whatever is within the rules and be able to use it to your advantage. Like some people use blades, some people use mallets. Like, like there are many different, there's grips, there's everything about it. Like, you can do the
Yeah.
like, so either way, it's just making sure it's very clear on TV. Cause when we're watching, it's like,
Yeah.
you kind of frustrate yourself as to, like questioning whether
Especially
or not.
when you see the guy in the lead with a long putter and you're like, wow, this guy's sinking putts. But if it happened every week,
He would
Yeah,
win
but
every
you
week,
see it
right?
every week, right?
Yeah.
Every guy
That's
on
what I
tour.
was
Yeah,
thinking.
exactly.
If the long putter
Right.
was that much better.
yeah, it's just
I mean,
not.
we did see, and it was, I mean, I love Adam Scott, and by the way, in his 100th, I think, major in a row or something, but I hated when he won the Masters. He had a long putter, it looked disgusting. It was like, hated seeing it, but I
But it
think
was-
Andrew, even at that point when you did anchor, how many guys had long putters on tour? Probably not more than 25%, right?
Yeah.
It's still really hard to do. I don't think it makes too big of a difference.
Well, I bought the arm, the Bryson
No,
DeChambeau putter.
Yeah, you did.
With what is that
The
called?
arm lock.
The arm lock. Thank you. So I used it for a round. I remember my dad caddied me in Florida, and I was like, I'm going to use this today, and I didn't 3-putt that day, and I was like, that's a success because I was 3-putting a bunch. So it like got my speed down, and then I stopped using it, and it's in my garage / shed.
Listen to this data. So when Adam Scott won the Masters in 2013, an estimated 11 to 15% of PGA tours are using anchor long or belly putters. Then it spiked to the 2012 PGA Championship. 27.5% of the field, or 43 out of 156, had a long or belly putter in the bag. Then, I mean,
Wow. So it was taking over because the
It was.
anchoring was certainly helping because it
It
just
takes out variable.
removes the
and
hand
then
and
the
finger.
PGA started to change the rules to the ban November 2012, which I think took place the next season. Then Scott won the Masters, and then it took place the following year.
Because what was the ruling? It was the definition of golf is the using
It's supposed to be like a swing.
2 hands without interference of like some sort of
A swing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what this article argues is like that it's 2 hands trying to make a swing. And I don't know. Then why? I kind of, in a sense, I'm like, why do drivers have a maximum length, and then why don't putters have a maximum length then? So I'm a little bit kind of like, let's just apply the same rules. How about you can't have any club larger than whatever it is, 38 point, whatever.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I don't know. I think it's about like free and like depending on like how it's touching your body. But Andrew, I mean, talk physics here. Longer driver doesn't necessarily mean longer distance, does it?
No, it does actually.
It does. That's all the long
Well, it
drivers
does
use. But
mean
you have to
longer
have
distance.
the
Well,
swing.
Well,
yeah.
that's why we have our physics major and music masters here.
Yeah.
Andrew, do you want to give us a walk down?
Yeah, I mean, as the club gets longer, if you can continue to move your hands at the same speed, the club head will be moving faster because the distance from your center
Okay.
of mass is farther away. However, control becomes harder. As we all know, a 5-iron is harder to hit than a 9-iron. So you start losing control as it gets farther away from you. So that's why you hear Rory McIlroy cutting his driver by an inch, and he's hitting it just as far because he can swing harder with more control.
Interesting.
So you see a lot of people say like, "Hey, cut your driver by 3/4 of an inch, and you'll hit more fairways." I think you did that, Kevin.
I cut mine down.
Yeah, and it worked.
Great.
It
'Cause
totally.
I'm short though too.
Yeah, like it.
Like Rory's short.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
So
How tall is Cam Young?
I don't know, but he smashes
Another
it.
short king. You know,
I don't know. He's probably
I don't think
6.
he's as short as Rory.
Not
Five
even
Yeah,
close.
there's no way. He looks
But the
taller.
long drive championships.
5'11",
have
5'11".
different
Yeah,
standards.
almost 6. Yeah.
Listen, the long drive championships, I'm almost positive they have.
Oh, yeah,
allow
yeah, yeah.
Longer.
Oh, yeah.
They can
They
do.
do.
Like the 40 something.
Yeah, like 50-inch or something. Yeah, no.
When those
'cause-
guys blasting the long drive, they also have like a big like like the shot put field where it like spreads out the longer
They
it goes.
They have
It's
a
not
wide
like
range.
yeah,
somewhat
and they only need to hit
outside the
one perfect. They
to win.
they're not trying to play 18 holes.
they're not prepping themselves for the next shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it's still impressive.
Obviously.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, the jury's out on all 5 of these. I think maybe next episode we'll go over the 2019 changes to understand. Do you agree with those or not? Because there was a lot that changed in 2019 in golf.
2019,
I
2020,
didn't come
right?
prepared with those necessarily.
Yeah, let's
I don't know if
chat
we
them
have
next
time
time.
on this episode.
Yeah, I
but
think
I'm actually curious because how do you think those 2019 things happen because of conversations like this?
Yep.
About current rules, right? So ultimately, we all seem to like. I mean, top of my head, I like all the rules changes.
Well, that's where your
Double
reduced
hit.
time for finding the ball went to 3 minutes, right?
Yep.
Yep, the double hit.
I think the
everything.
2019 stuff was majorly aimed at pace of play across any level of golf.
Yeah.
And I do think it
Putt with the
helped.
flag stick in the hole,
Right.
dropping balls
Oh my
from
god,
knee
the
height.
flag stick in the. Who would have thought they made that rule change and then COVID happened?
Yeah.
I know.
Like, you
That's
actually
I
can't
thought it
touch
was
the-
after. I thought it was after. Yeah.
I know that's a
But
crazy.
2019,
It worked
rules
perfectly.
changed, then COVID happened. Speaking of that, I think we need to slightly talk about, the Pootie Cut story. It just keeps getting crazier.
So, give us an update, Kevin. Walk us
here's
through.
the-
I haven't been involved
Just,
in this.
just give
I'm
us a
gonna hold
soft
my
update about
comment.
most recent
it's not
discovery.
much, but the soft update on the Pootie Cuts 2020 story. Our confidential source surfaced some emails about.
Oh, did you get the email
I
finally?
got the emails.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll post them later if this clip gets over 10,000 views.
You got include them in the clip. Go through it. Give us the TLDR.
Yeah, no, listen. I mean, update on the Pootie Cut story, right? Our confidential source forwarded some emails. I guess there was other issues that same day that KCON's referencing. I mean, it's rock solid what happened that day. But anyways, the emails were regarding COVID-19 rules. This was in 2020, this event. You weren't allowed to touch, there was a device in the flag stick to bring your ball out. So I guess you're supposed to use your club or something.
Which 100% got in the way of like, if you're putting from that side,
Yeah.
it's like, that's going to stop your ball, which is kind of BS, but
everyone should play by the same rules, right?
Yeah.
So in 2020, it would not touch ice. Cuts, I guess, touched it on the first.
Well,
on the first 3 holes,
and then
there was a complaint.
here's the ruling that day.
Yeah, no, I believe it. Saying
Well,
don't touch
The
it.
flag stick must not be moved or deliberately touched by hand during the round. So that right there just kind of says you're not allowed to spin it.
Yep.
You're basically not allowed to touch it. You can go in and grab your ball and accidentally touch it, but you can't
move it out of the
physically
way.
move it.
It's a part of the course,
I
essentially.
mean, I'll just be straight. Is there anything more
let me
substantial
finish.
in there? Yeah.
Let me finish though. But I mean,
Okay.
this was back in a time where we thought that would kill Grandpa. Touch the stick. So like, there's a lot of scared people playing. You know, I mean, look, I admit that's kind of, it sounds crazy now, but I have an email from my confidential source that is a complaint about how he touched Pootie Cuts touched the flag stick and turned it to his advantage. The first 3 holes, the guy gave the official had to give him a warning on I believe hole 4 and 5. It got in people's heads. He was touching the flag stick. He felt that he was able to do that. No one else was. My source ended up having a putt or a chip that hit the thing in the flag stick and it didn't go in because he couldn't move it. Pootie Cuts got to move it on holes 1 through 3. So again,
yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to. I'm just giving facts. I'm just giving an update on the story. I mean, the story has kind of blown up a little bit more than we thought it would, to be honest. So I'm just saying we got some more information about that day, 2020, in July 2020.
Well, look, I like it. I personally think we got to have him on. I think it'd be good to have a convo, get to know him, and tell his story. I mean,
well, he's made his comments. He's made his comments on Instagram, so that, you know, you can see those on some of the clips, and he has been invited on. The invitation's still open. I mean, we don't.
Yeah.
Again, this is
you know
just
what
a
I want to
story.
ask. By the way, you know what I want to ask? That burner account he has. That's got to be him. He just reminds me of Kevin Durant.
Wow.
It's questionable,
Look,
but yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Look,
No,
I'm
I'm
here
not
to
gonna speak to
know.
that because we don't
That
know.
one cracked me up. That one
talk
cracked
about
me
facts.
up.
I don't know if someone
Fair.
has a account.
No, but
Right.
it'd be really funny if he was like Kevin Durant did, you know, with his story with the Rockets.
That would be funny.
That's what it reminds me of. I'm not saying it's him, but it gave me a laugh.
No, it's
'Cause,
just anyways, that's my update. It was interesting to have our source forward emails about complaints from that same exact day. I mean, I was a little bit blown away that other people had issues with what went on that day. And look, the guy's grown up. The guy's grown up now, and maybe it's, you know, it's just a thing of the past. It was pretty relevant when his dad was on TV. You know, when Michael Block was in the PGA Championship. And
by the way, I rewatched that. That last night. The highlights. I think it was at Oak Hill. That was electric. The hole in one.
Yeah. No,
I literally, I saw like a 10-minute cut down. If you go on YouTube, that was such a day. Oh my God.
I put him on the map. So I don't know.
Yeah,
do you have any
I mean,
comments on it, or?
No, it was just getting another
Corroborating.
yeah, and that was just it was just an eventful day. I mean, none of this would have been brought up if it wasn't an eventful day. And there are many different aspects to, like, whether one person saw one thing or another. It's just like amazing that a second person came out and kind of was able to corroborate. So
Right.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the tee sheets. It's funny. Andrew, you did play in that tournament.
Yeah, no, I remember. I
What'd
was
you
ahead of
shoot?
you. I think 77 or something like that.
77, okay.
All right. So we'll do quickly. This is like 10-second answer. Okay. We're gonna do hot takes. All right. So Andrew, what's your take on music on the course?
I like it for the most part. Some genres don't fit, but most do. So it could be
you
anything.
got a problem
really.
with rap music?
No, that'd be fine.
All right, Miller, your
Just
turn.
kidding.
What's your take on music on the course?
I love it on the course when you're playing with friends, but I get if you're not playing with your friends that it could be disruptive. But I think it's great. I think it makes it more of a fun time.
All right, K-Con, music on the course.
I think it's great. I agree with it completely. I think that you should find a median ground with the people that you're playing with. Some people like certain music and some people like this style of music. Just find the middle ground. So, but I agree with what Andrew said.
I'm just curious, Andrew, what types of music don't make sense?
What?
That's a good point. What genres don't work?
Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes it just depends on the day. It depends on the course. It depends how loud the person's playing the damn music. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
No, it sounded like there was a genre issue.
Yeah.
no, it's not like entirely genre. It just it's the type of the genre issue.
I
It's
think
like,
okay for me when it's like top hits
Yeah.
from the 60s to 2010s, it's tough. I'd rather hear stuff that I don't hear all the time on the radio. So that's
Okay, so
pretty
you're
much
saying
for me.
top 40.
Yeah, it's like top 40 of any decade is kind of like I don't know. You can hear that anywhere. So on the course, it should be something a little more artistic or like.
I mean,
more,
I think like 70s, 80s
Yeah.
rock is like the best.
really, you want to know
That's
some?
my game.
So I thought Andrew one time we were playing golf at
This is
Blackpool,
funny.
and he
This is
goes,
kind of what I'm thinking.
I'm like, we're all over, kind of not really all over the place. We're doing okay. And Andrew goes, yeah, I'm gonna play some classical music. You cool with that? I was like, hell yeah, let's get some. I'm
What's it,
thinking
fucking
classical
Bach?
rock.
Yeah.
It's Bach. It's like
Mozart.
Beethoven. Like it was.
Oh
Actually
yeah,
good
yeah. I was like, I'm gonna
music.
play
I didn't-
classical, and then
I didn't
Yeah.
understand what was happening, and then after like one hole with it, I was like, dude, this is pretty nice music. I'm all
The
Yeah,
classical.
you play some Chopin, some Vivaldi. I mean,
Yeah.
like you just start getting in the mood, man. I mean, you might find your Nirvana out there with that stuff.
Yeah.
I'd actually, we should try that one of the next rounds. Andrew, bring your speaker.
I love it. I love it. I think my mic, where my mic's connected, may have just died. So it's a sign from the cosmos. But my last quick take on the music. Look, if it's before 10 a.m., let's not play Bluetooth speaker. Okay. If it's after 10 a.m., go right ahead. Okay. That's my take on music on the course. I mean,
and find a reasonable volume. You don't have to blast it so you can't hear other people on the course. But
no, look. I mean, if I'm playing a sunrise round, like, can we just hear the birds? I mean, that's where I'm going.
Yeah,
And I love music on the course. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's a time. There's like a time cutoff on that. But anyways, gentlemen, great episode.
Hold
Great.
on. Quick picks. We gotta go. Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna start
okay. Let's just
first.
do winners only. Winners only. I'm taking.
It's just rapid fire. You got,
No,
you got
just-
20
we
seconds.
I actually don't have 5 and 10. I'm just going Oberg, and he's the bookie's
You
favorite. So-
copied me. Yeah, okay, I'm going. Look, on the one and done, I'm going Akshay Bhatia. Okay, he's my top 5 on the picks this week. I'm going Oberg as well as my one in the betting for our website, and then my last one, I think I'm going Gary Woodland. I think the return of the Woodman. Watch him this week. Drive his Ram 350 up to the course. He's going to dominate. Okay. Pass it around though. We got to get these in. Then
I'm
we'll
gonna
call it.
go. What did I just see? Keith Mitchell to win.
ooh, cashmere
I like
Keith.
it.
Yeah, I think he played well last week, or I don't know. I saw.
He's a
him
nice
playing
guy,
somewhere.
right?
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go. Doug Gim top 10, and one more real quick. I'm picking it random based and Sam Ryder top 5. Let's do that. Actually, Justin Thomas. I didn't even see he was playing.
Oh, quick switch. Okay.
Justin Thomas.
He's a
top 5.
favorite.
I'm taking just Justin Thomas to win out. He did awesome. I mean, he's just progressing lately. Taylor Moore, top 5, and Ryan Gerard, top 10.
I like it. Well, gentlemen, it has been a day. I'll tell you that. But want to just thank all the listeners out there. Want to thank our sponsor for the episode, Turn Nutrition. Check their stuff out, guys. I think it could be that next level that we all need on the course. But I'll see y'all next time.
Definitely.
Good times, boys.
Cheers.
Yep.
Yep.
See you, Miller.
See you, Miller.